This is how I day trade and what I look for before I enter any trades. Please know that there is risk in trading and this is not financial advice. This is just how I trade, and please be careful. So in this video, I'm going to focus on this current trading week, which is the 11th to 15th May. Now, everything I show you in this video, I'm going to keep it very simple. Even a 5-year-old should be able to understand and learn from it. So on the screen, this is a 4-hour chart. Start of May, right? Start of May, the price was very bullish and it opened up a fair value gap. And price did eventually tap into it to rebalance and then pushed higher, giving clear indication that the price wants to move higher, right? The main focus was from here, last Friday, right? It left a bullish fair value gap. And please note that not all fair value gaps are important. You have to let price react and confirm before you utilize it in your strategy. Now, obviously here, after Friday, the market closed, okay? So let's go to the 1-hour time frame. As you can see here, before the market opened on Sunday, I called out that 7404, this ugly bright green line here, right? 7404. I called out that this was going to be a key support level. Now, I don't care if you trade ICT, SMC, support and resistance, supply and demand, wake off, whatever. I just like to look at basic price action, right? Complemented with a few other things. Just a reminder, CPI was going to be released on Tuesday. So normally on Monday, I do not trade, right? Plus, if I see a price action like this, I will avoid it, okay? And of course, there will be some scalping opportunities within it, but knowing CPI is tomorrow, I did not trade. So, but I was still monitoring the 7404 level. So now let's go to the 15-minute time from here. During pre-New York Open, price respected that support level, okay? Price respected that support level and the 4-hour fair value gap once again. And then during the open, it ripped up, right? Creating new all-time highs. This further helped me that this is a very important level. Now, I don't care if price bounces from it or breaks through it, okay? I just know that this will be an important decider for me to trade on Tuesday after the CPI. So price does its thing, right? So the price does its thing and eventually comes back down again, right? During the Asia and London session, it comes back down, taps into it multiple times, okay? So during the 5-minute time frame, this is where I'm getting ready, right? CPI gets released at 8:30 here. This is the CPI release candle, right? So at 8:30, the price was hovering around that 7404 level. As you can see, price breaks, right? It breaks and closes below. And now I'm thinking, price probably wants to retest, right? And drop lower. And I was using the 9 EMA and the 20 EMA to give me some confirmation. Also, the price closed below the last week's 4-hour fair value gap as well. So let me drag this, right? That was that bullish fair value gap, but it closed below it. So it just gave me extra confirmation. And then it gave me solid confidence that the price wants to drop lower. Now, I don't know how far it's going to drop, right? I don't know how far it's going to drop. Of course, you can mark out levels for the price to target. But guess what? The market doesn't need to listen to you and respect your annotations. Yeah, price could drop all the way down to the previous daily fair value gap, right? All the way down here, this daily fair value gap. But guess what? The market doesn't need to listen to you, okay? Even if it wants to drop lower, there is no guarantee that it's going to happen. Remember, trading is all about probabilities. Also, did you notice how gradually and naturally I just did my top-down analysis? Right, it shouldn't be that complicated. Just to give me a little bit of assurance as well on the target, right? Because like I mentioned, I don't know where it's going to go. So let's go into higher time frame. I mean, let's say 1 hour. What I like to do is go to the 1 hour time frame. So what I like to do, just to give me a little bit of assurance, I like to go back to the 1 hour time frame. Now what I like to do is get my fib out. Boom. Low to here. Now as you can see, right, if the price is wanting to go higher, on the higher time frame, it is probably most likely to tap into the 50% or the golden zone on the fib, right? And that just gave me a little bit of assurance that, okay, price does want to drop slightly lower before wanting to go higher. And that's literally what just happened. So my target from there to there was nothing, right, in comparison. And I'm glad that I didn't target all the way down here, because remember what I said, probabilities, price does not care about targeting towards your targets. Does not matter. So I just used this to kind of give me a little bit of confirmation that price does want to go slightly lower. And then I did my trade on the 5 minute. And as you can see, that was my trade. Just a little bit of price move to the downside, and that was it. Now, once it hits my take profit, or hits my stop loss or whatever, I am done. And here I took a winning trade. And I don't care what the market wants to do or whether I'm going to miss out a new move. I do not care. And that was it for yesterday on Tuesday. Now today, which is Wednesday. So this is the price action of Asian and London session for today, Wednesday. Okay. Price created equal highs. Boom. Up to there. Literally to the tick. And then obviously here we can see a 15-minute inversion, right? But again, I don't care just yet because I'm going to wait for the 9:30 open and look for entries later on because that's part of my trading plan. I'm not going to look for random entries because that's how you're going to get punched in the face multiple times, time and time again. Okay? Patience is everything. Patience pays. Okay? Stay safe.